Don't judge me until you hear my story, but one thing I am going to assure you is that, I am not perfect. Whatever happened to us right now or in my life right now, everything is the consequences of my decision. I have no regret, however, it was never easy, but I am blessed in so many ways. So, this is my story. Everyone knows that I am married to an American man, not in my choice in the beginning, yet, the time and consequences opened the opportunity of change in life towards me. Before I met my husband, I was in a 4-year relationship with a Filipino boyfriend, let's call him Randy. We are about to get married after my college, but while he was at work or sailing by the ocean, he found someone else. Actually, he found his ex-girlfriend after they broke up 5 years ago. That was a slap in my face, and it was painful to comprehend that after those years that we've been in relationship, it meant to me that he was thinking about her. I don't know what to think that time, but one thing I am sure was that, I was overly hurt and painfully done with that pretensions. Randy tried to explain to me, and asked me to fight for him and not letting him go. However, I just said, how can I fight for you when you already surrendered me? And the worst thing is, for all the girls you've met all the time, you chose to be back with your ex-girlfriend. How could you do this to me? After 4 years? I always understand you, every time I caught you with other girls. But this time, it's time to part our ways. Randy worked as a seaman, and wherever he goes he always meets someone else. I was so understanding to him. After all, we are not married yet, as long as any of his girl will not embarrass me in the public. But not this time. His ex was a fighter, and a little scandalous. So, I told her, you don't need to do this. Have peace, maybe you really meant for each other. And that was the last time that I saw Randy and his found ex-girlfriend. That time I have so much pain in my heart. My heart seems stabbed and bled with no blood came out. It seems impossible to move on, and there is no sunshine even in the midst of summer days. The pain was impossible. Because of what I felt, I wasn't able to apply a job. Instead, I went away for a 3-month vacation to a place where no one knows about me. At the island, where I spent my vacation, my tears had never stopped flowing even in the middle of the night. The pain was never faded nor gone because the memories that me and my ex-boyfriend shared were haunted me. Sometimes, I wish that the death will come to me to end the hurt and forget the pain I suffered, but it wasn't happening that way. One night while I was sitting by the ocean, I saw a silhouette of unfamiliar man standing by the seashore. A night where the moon is the only lamp that lighted the world and the sky. He noticed me sitting by the sand, and decided to approach me and ask, "May I join?" And I replied, "Sure, please." We talked and shared things and the reason why both of us were in that secluded island. What a coincidence that just like me, he was also trying to forget the same pain that I'm carrying while in vacation. That night we talked the whole night until we fell asleep at the sand. It was somewhat comforting to lay down my head in his arm. In my mind I wish it was my ex-boyfriend's arm, but the more I wish about it the more I felt the stabbing sensation in my heart. Jeffrey was his name, and I know we have the same wishes in our heart. However, comforting each other is not either wise or was realistic. We both stopped right there. By next day, I decided to go back to the city, but while waiting for the bus to leave, Jeffrey came and talked about the night we've shared. "Marla, please can we talk?" Jeffrey asked me. But I told him that there is nothing to talk about. I told him that we could not be friends or more than friends, and that we do not need to be pretending because there is nothing there, and that we just both sad. The bus left, and I haven't seen Jeffrey again. Never settle for anything when you are an emotional roller coaster. You will just regret. Back in the city, I applied a job and was hired. I worked as a marketing officer in a manufacturing company. My job helped me a lot to at least forget the pain. Days, weeks or months passed by, and the pain was faded and my heart was healed. One day my friend and I had a lunch. She asked me if I wanted to try to publish myself for a pen pal or making friends abroad and let the time decides what it can bring to life. I was kinda excited with the idea, and I said, yeah, why not? And that's how my life suddenly changed. That was exactly 2 years passed after I broke up with my ex-boyfriend.